So we're going to work on some more automation today. I've got some examples with using the material for the remix. All right, so I've got a little bit of Here Comes the Sun here.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's all right.
Abbey Road had beautiful reverb chambers, which were rooms with microphone and speaker in it, and they'd send signal to the room. And there'd be a sound in that room that they would capture back into the vocal line. And beautiful chambers, famous. So there's a couple things that we can do here. So here we have our EQ3 one band, and I've automated the frequency here. You could see it going.
Here comes the sun, I say it's all right, little darling.
And now for the second part, right? So if that's the introduction starts dark and gets brighter. So how did I do that? Well, I've gone over this a little bit before, but I've set this for low pass filter, which is this right here. And then I've gone to this area here called auto, and I've clicked on this. And it says frequency here. It said frequency here. So what I did was I just would click on this and I would add it, right? But this one I don't want to have it there. I would add that in and I would hit OK. And then what happens is that you will see here that you go through and you've got EQ3 one band. It's amber. And then this is amber also, meaning that this is automated, right? There's some parameters here. And so this is the lane for this. And so you can see I just drew it in. And you can see the dancing low pass filter.
It's all right.
Okay. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to leave that open. And the way you leave these things open is there's a red button up here. That's the target button. So if you turn that off, this will stay up when you open up something else. So you'll notice here that I've got a bus set up, right? Bus 1 and 2. And that's feeding this AUX track, which we went over. And I've got a reverb plugged into here. So I want it to sound like it's further away. All right? And then dark, getting brighter, and then getting closer. 9-second reverb.
Here comes the sun, I say it's all right.
So that's way too much. So what I can do is I can start like this and I can draw in a line down to here. And you see this is now moving.
Here comes the sun, I say it's all right.
Right? So it not only gets brighter, it also sounds like it's getting closer. So it's like somebody's further away and they're getting closer. It's kind of a cool effect. Now, one of the problems with Pro Tools Intro is that you have limited number of tracks. You have 8 instrument tracks, 8 MIDI tracks, 8 audio tracks, and 4 AUX tracks for your reverbs and your delays and things. But if you're clever, you can take one of your reverb tracks and have it do different kinds of reverb. So if you notice here on this preset, on this the Deverb reverb plugin, large hall, you notice that there's a green border around this and a green border around this. That means there's automation happening. So if I go here, I set up algorithm and decay time. So the way that you do that is you go up to auto and you see that I added from here algorithm and decay using the add button. So in other words, if I wanted to do a low pass filter, add, and I could automate the low pass filter. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, and then boom. So what I'll do is I will go from a hall to a plate, and then the plate will be at a shorter decay. All right, so let's hear how that works, or see that happening. Let's see. Let's get all this stuff in here. Zoom in on this, and let's see. We want to actually, boom. So I'm going to show. Let's see. I'm going to show the algorithm this time, and you'll see that it's it goes. It's a hard cut, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me play this. So it's decay is getting shorter and shorter.
I say it's alright, little darling. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter.
Plate.
Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here.
Right? And so what I did with the what I also did was bus 1 and 2 level, right? You see that the level of the reverb also comes down. So let's see. Let's get this up here so we can see all this stuff happening. So you're going to see this go down, and then it's only going to come up on a couple of lines.
Here comes the sun.
Right, getting drier and drier.
It's alright,
So,
little darling.
right, and now I'm going to bring the plate in right here.
Cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here.
Wet.
Here comes the sun.
Dry.
Doo-doo.
Wet.
Here comes the sun. I say
Dry.
it's alright.
I probably should have done. I probably should have done it like this. Let's see. Let's delete this over here. And let's bring this up here. Right, so that this is dry.
Here comes the sun. I say
Wet.
it's alright.
Right, so the core, the harmony parts are wetter, and the solo lines are drier. So that's a pretty cool automation tip.